All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah, there you go. I said,
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and tonight we're going to be checking out the pop culture update. My gosh, we have got a lot of tributes to do tonight in the pop culture update. None bigger than the death of Rob Reiner and his legacy. Also, we've got the Sweeney spot as usual, and of course, we've got the review of the very first episode of Fallout Season 2. All that and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, it's time for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and I'm joined, as usual, by the Knockster. What's up, man?
Hello.
I know you're fired up to talk about Fallout.
Yes, sir.
This guy is ate up with it. He's already watched it 3 times. Maniac. Nuts. Anyway, John, have you watched it that many times?
Just once.
Just once? That's all I need. But it was good. It was good, I'll tell you that. Broad stroke. It was good. I'm very intrigued. Especially with the backstory of the ghoul. The ghoul's the best thing on the show to me. But we'll talk about it when we get to it. Anyway, we got a lot to get to tonight. One thing that I haven't even pulled up anything on yet, and I will during the show as we're talking about other things, is the gaming awards happened this week. So we will have to touch on that as well. But we will start our pop culture update first, as we always do, with the numbers. You know how that goes. We've got to go ahead and do that first.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I wish I had that friggin' thing. Somebody in the chat just told me something that, wow, I need to get that clip in here. But first of all, let's recognize the chat real quick before we get into the pop culture update. I got ahead of myself. Of course, you know the hardest working mod in the business is here.
Womack. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
Vince is here, and I'm sure somewhere in here he says, Heidi ho to all you nerds and nerdettes out there. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. But yeah, there it is. I found it. I knew if I scrolled fast enough I would find it. It's very small in there, but I found it. Also in tonight is that guy. We have to let you guys know his name, because those the letters and numbers do not indicate what his name is.
There are some who call me Tim.
He says, Vince said, do it live. And Tim says, I sent you a Rob Reiner meme. Uh-oh. Wow. I'm afraid to look at that, but we'll get into the Rob Reiner situation. Also, we've got the Kickbot in the house. Let me get rid of that real quick. And we will take care of that situation. Yeah, I mean, as soon as you go live, boom, Kickbot. But anyway, let's see who else is here. Martin is here. He says, greetings, my excellent friends. Yes, it's good to see you. And he says, hello, Joe. And tonight is not the night for me to talk like Droopy Dog all night. Would not be appropriate, because we have to say goodbye to some heroes that we've had over the years. Anyway, it's good to see you, Martin. Good to see you. I just got done with a show with him. We did Uncle Buck over on Pop Culture Minefield, one of the best John Candy movies ever, if you've ever seen that one. Knock, have you ever watched Uncle Buck before?
It sounds old.
It is old. It's from 1989.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, so,
You know.
and it's an 80s movie, so yeah, I'm sure you haven't seen it, but you should watch it. It's good. John Candy was a funny dude. He really was. Let's see. Anybody else in here? No. But you guys feel free to let me know what's going on in the chat with you. It's good to have all of you. Let's see. First up tonight, we got to talk the box office numbers. And, of course, the quickest movie to $1 billion this year. It's Zootopia, boys and girls. Yes. Global box office, Zootopia 2 gobbles up $1 billion faster than any PG-rated film in history. That's and there was another article I saw that almost half of it's from China. It's done 500,000 or more over in China. That's pretty amazing for
lots
an
of
American
furries
film.
in China.
Yeah, a lot of furries in China. No doubt. Zootopia 2 made $25.8 million domestically. Really yeah, the domestic numbers, you know, it's doing a whole lot more overseas than it is here. But it made 25.8 this week. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a fan base that loves its movie, doesn't it? I mean, this thing is making a lot of bread for a horror movie. But it's based on a video game.
Pop culture thing that I've just never gotten into and never looked into.
Yeah, me either. but I don't play horror games. You know what I mean? And it's based on a horror video game. And the sequel is doing just what the other one did. You know what I mean? It's making double-digit millions every weekend. Anyway, it made 19.3. Wicked for Good is not getting near the numbers that the first one did. It's 8.5 million, and it's going to make more. We got the holiday weekend coming up. And, most of the holidays, people are off extended, I know when I worked at Libby Glass, we shut the plant down on Christmas Eve and didn't open it back up until January 2nd, So a lot of people get off for an extended period of time. So these movies will make more, no doubt. But right now, it's just not having the same effect as it had when it came out. The first one came out last year. Let's see what else we got here. Durandar? Am I saying that right? Durandar? Is that the name of it?
Harandar, the D is silent.
Harandar.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I literally have no. I just made it up.
I really don't know, man. I'm probably butchering the shit out of it and pissing off everybody.
Durandar. I don't know.
Right? Who knows? But it's made 3.5 million, which is up 76% from last week. But I mean, I don't even know what this thing's about. But it's got a lot of word of mouth, though. It's got some good buzz. And then we've got
in 377 theaters.
Yeah, it's only in that. So I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Let's take a look real quick. What is this thing? A star-studded saga inspired by incredible true events, set in the gritty criminal vein of Underworld with a backdrop of Indian patriotism, featuring action sequences, Shakespearean betrayals, and trade crafts of espionage. Wow, man. That sounds pretty cool.
Someone came up with that when they were high on something.
Right?
That's
well, it looks like the guy right here is smoking something right here.
Yeah. They were okay.
But here's the thing: it's a Bollywood movie, so I'm sure it's going to have what did you just say? Dance numbers, John?
Yeah, dance numbers. Yeah, it's a Bollywood film.
You know it, man. It's going to have music. Yeah. Now You See Me, Now You Don't is down to 2.3 in the number 5 spot. So that's the numbers this week. None of them really doing that great except for the two on top. I mean,
hey, what does the average mean?
What do you mean? Oh, the average.
Is that average?
This is average. I think that's.
I just noticed it for the first time.
Yeah. Let's
theater,
find
maybe?
out. What does it say?
That's the average per theater.
Yeah,
average per theater.
Okay, interesting. I don't know why I just noticed that. I just did.
Yep. That's it, man. Average per theater this week, because this is this weekend, the 3-day weekend. That's how much it averaged per theater. Okay, so yeah, man. Not a lot of people going right now, but then again, we're just hitting the holiday, so those numbers they have a chance to go higher. We'll see what happens, But anyway, we like to get the bad news out of the way first.
Sorry, Joe. To be fair, Avatar's out this week, so they are going to go.
Yeah,
higher.
they're going to go way higher. The total box office is going to be huge. Yeah, but I meant the total box office for the like Wicked. That's not doing near as good as it did.
Oh, those are going to die.
That's
when Avatar's out, those are gone.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with it. Let's see. What are they saying in the chat? The Duckmeister is here, huh? Is he? I don't see him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Killy Chow. He's here. He's saying hi to people. I see him. Let's see. Vince says, if I would be forced to go to the theater, I'd watch none of the movies in the top 5. Yeah. I mean, none of it is really anything. And let's see. Vince says Avatar 3 isn't going to do much. I beg to differ, man. They're for some reason, those movies. Now, I don't think. Here's the thing, and I've said that before. I think this is going to be the first Avatar movie not to make $2 billion. Okay, it's going to make $1 billion, but I don't think it's going to make $2 billion. And the fact that they're putting, Knock pointed this out to us just recently. They're going to put, what is it? Avengers Doomsday
They've
promos.
pulled those.
They pulled them.
They replaced the first one because it leaked. They replaced the first one with with Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay.
Oh wow! Yeah, so initially they were going to do the 4 different types in the avatars, but yeah, the Steve Rogers one I believe was the one that was linked. There was supposed to be a Doctor Doom one. I can't remember what the other ones were, but yeah, there was supposed to be 4 different types. I didn't. That's the first time I'm hearing that they
that they pulled it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
saw
haven't heard that
today.
either.
I saw that today that they pulled it.
Oh, okay. Well, their
They're all
original
really-
plan was tell them what their original plan was.
Yeah, they were basically there was I think like once a week they were going to drop the ad, a different ad during the Avatar showings. They had already sent the first one, obviously because it starts this week. So, but it already leaked online. I haven't seen it. I've only heard about it, but
I haven't either.
honestly,
I saw
it was a stupid idea in this day.
It is a stupid idea. They're just trying to pump up friggin' Avatar numbers. Why?
It's just not going to work.
Why would you even have to do that?
It's not going to work. Like
It's not.
Do
People
you
aren't
not
going to
know
pay
it's
$20
$25?
to go see a trailer.
Well, I mean, you know what? I think some people would, except you could just wait for it to be online. Like
Yeah.
someone's going to leak it. It's like
The
it's
next
always gonna
day
be
it'll
leaked.
be online. Yeah.
You can't.
The
keep a
studio
secret.
themselves will put it out the day after.
You can't keep a secret in 2025. You just can't do it.
No,
not with
it's-
phones around.
No, not at all. E. Clay Thomas is here, and he comes in hot with an LFG. We got to answer all the LFGs. You know we must.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
That's the one. That's the one thing. One of the reasons why I hope this channel gets big someday is because I want you to have just an episode where you have so many people that just go LFG. That's literally all
That's
you're
all
doing.
the show is.
Yeah, this is the show,
LFG.
guys. This is the L. You're going to change the name to the LFG.
It's a LFG.
show. And then
Let's
I will,
fucking go.
And I will laugh the day that you're like, okay, guys, I can't do LFG anymore. And then they all leave.
Well, you know what happens, and these guys that are regular YouTubers will tell you this. I am not monetized,
Right.
so I will, appease the regulars. I mean, they're regulars. I got to appease those folks, But once I get monetized and I can get super chats, then you got to super chat that shit to get the video, right?
Yeah, right.
That's
Oh, yeah,
that
it's
will be
it's a
that's the
natural
regular
progression.
evolution of a
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
That's
I
what
got
happens.
you. I
There's
got
certain milestones, We got to keep up with
the-
it.
the-
And
the
Killy
one
Chow
up,
comes
right?
in hot. Well, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. I said,
Yeah.
Oh,
right
now
I'm
Martin.
just.
Now Martin. Here we go. All right, here we go. Keep it going, guys. Keep
What
it going.
is it? What?
This is
Don't
perfect.
do it. No,
This is perfect.
Martin, be good to me. He knows.
yeah, there you go. I said,
Hey, at least it's not the push-up challenge.
Oh my
right?
God, that's too funny. Oh, I just came here because Joe plays my clip. Vince says that's the only.
It's nice
See,
to have a clip.
I gotta take. He will
that-
appease
what
us
do they call it?
plebs. That's right. I will. I will appease you.
What is
yes,
that?
I
That
will.
parasocial relationship, I think they call it.
That's
yeah.
right. But anyway, as I was saying before, I was not rudely, but
right.
infectiously interrupted by videos. We try to keep the bad news at the beginning, but we got a lot of bad news this week, and some of it. I mean, people going before their time. People, it is their time. That kind of thing. The first one I want to talk about is. Even if you don't watch soap operas, you know who Luke and Laura is from General Hospital. You want to talk about pop culture back in the day. It was, I think, I think it's still today the most viewed soap opera episode of all time when Luke and Laura got married on General Hospital. 30 million people tuned into that show. General Hospital star Anthony Gregory, who played Luke, died this week at 78. I wasn't a big fan of this show, but I knew who these two people are. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you know that Laura is actually married to Jonathan Frakes, who plays, what's his name, Riker on Next Generation. I think they've been married for a long time.
Yeah.
He passed away this week, and 78, that's a pretty long time. He did well, But he really wasn't in anything else, guys. This is the only acting he ever did, really. I don't think he was in much else besides this, but he was on it for a very long time, an extremely long time. I bet he got killed by Scorpio. Oh, man, no way. And Vince says, my mom watched it. Yeah. Look, somebody in your house knew all about Luke and Laura and told you about it all the time back in the day, no doubt. But anyway, yes, poor Charles will be grieving because of the loss of Luke. Anthony Geary has passed away at 78. The next one, found this out last night. I wasn't a big fan of this show, but a lot of people were. I guess, in the days of the late 70s when TV was trying to recreate Star Wars kind of stuff, I was more of a Galactica guy, but a lot of people watched Buck Rogers in the 25th century. And Gil Gerard, the guy that played Buck Rogers, passed away yesterday at the age of 82. Like I said, I wasn't really a big fan of this show, but it was on NBC back in the day. And his wife posted about it. And, Gil Gerard, gone. I guess everybody's got... What was the name of the robot on that thing, John? Beady, 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 that dude?
Tweaky.
Huh?
Tweaky.
Tweaky, that was it, yeah. What a name. What a name, huh? Is he a crackhead robot? What do you think? But I know I remember the chick that was on there. I can't remember her name, but let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Was it Aaron Gray that was on that show with her?
Yep.
With him?
Yep.
Oh my
Aaron
gosh,
Gray.
man. Guys, you want to talk about a babe. The girl that was on this show with him, that was worth watching for me. Buck Rogers, 25th century. Yeah, there we go. This was the show right here. It was NBC's answer to Battlestar Galactica, which was on ABC at the time. A lot of the same special effects company and everything. But Aaron Gray was the chick that was on there. I can't remember what the character's name was. It
Wilma
was
Deering.
Wilma Deering, Colonel Wilma Deering. But yeah, they had that's her right there. She was gorgeous. But Gil Gerard. It was a popular show. I didn't really watch it that much, but I remember when it came on. I was more into Battlestar. This one was on for what, 3 years, I think, something like that.
Just a season and a half.
Was it a season and a half? Really? Huh.
Yep.
Well. Anyway, great stuff, man. A lot of people liked it. I know me and we were talking in a thread earlier today, me and my friends from high school, and one of them put that up, and I was like, oh, wow, I wasn't really a fan, but bummer, And my buddy Mark piped in and said, yeah, I didn't really like that show either. I said, I was more of a Galactica guy back then, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, Gil Gerard, gone at 82. And then, of course, we haven't been able to get away from this story. One of the best creative minds Hollywood's ever seen. Hollywood royalty, really. His father, Carl Reiner, was a funny man in Hollywood for a really long time, and did the same thing that Rob kind of took up the reins of what he did, because Carl Reiner was a director and a writer and all that good stuff too. But he was found dead at his L.A. home, wounds consistent with a knife, and we all know the story. He has now, his son has now been arrested for the killing of his parents. And this has not left my television set since it happened. It's pretty sad. It's a story of, be plain about it. It's addiction, and it's a shame. I work with addicts, and they can do some bad things, man. And this is. I think there's probably some mental illness involved in this too. But what I'd like to do tonight is look at him and his career. Yeah, Vince, I'm not even going to talk about what the president said, and we all know he had that, but I'm not going to go in that direction on this show tonight. I'd like the president to shut the fuck up. Is what I'd like him to do when it comes to this right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't like each other. We get it, but you know.
He shouldn't
have said what he said, man. Anyway, let's see. Martin says Tweaky's head is a little odd. Yeah, it's kind of strange looking, isn't it? And of course, when you see Aaron Gray, you just can't, yeah. I feel you, man. I know what you're talking about, buddy.
You know who did the voice of Tweaky, don't you?
No.
Mel Blanc.
Well, that's not surprising at all. That's awesome. Yeah. The guy that did all the friggin' Warner Brothers cartoons. Yeah, I feel you about Aaron Gray there, Keely. Yeah, man, for sure. I feel the same way. But let's get into it real quick. I think even Knock, being the youngest on our panel, has probably seen a lot of the stuff that's in this guy's filmography because he made some of the best movies that you will ever see. He was a great director. He was great. He was a great actor. He was good at everything. I remember him starting out as Meathead on All in the Family. Of course, that's the first thing on his IMDb page. He was the son-in-law of Archie Bunker, and he always had political fights with him. He was the hippie, right, on that 70s television show. And, of course, he directed the mockumentary and starred in the mockumentary of This Is Spinal Tap. He apparently, this is one of the ones that fell through the cracks on me. I did not know he was in Wolf of Wall Street. He played a lot of different parts in movies. Apparently he plays Max Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street, and he's in The Story of Us. But that's just acting credits, man. If you look at this guy's filmography from beginning to end, my gosh, it's something else, man. But I want to focus in really on his directing credits, really, is what I want to focus
on. Click on the director.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm just closing out the other ones just out of habit. Anyway, these are the movies he directed, and my gosh, guys in Hollywood would, even A-list directors would probably be jealous of this filmography. His second film was This Is Spinal Tap. This one right here is just a video that went for the, it was like a music video type thing to promote the movie. But This Is Spinal Tap is one of the best movies you'll ever see. It's funny as hell. It's what they call a mockumentary. Of course, all the guys that play the parts in there went on to stardom. This guy right here, I'll have to look up his, let's see, I think it's, Harry Shearer. That's Harry Shearer. Yeah. Harry Shearer, if you watch The Simpsons, you've heard his voice a million times. He does a bunch of characters on The Simpsons. And then this whole cast, Christopher Columbus, he's married to Jamie Lee Curtis, that lucky sucker. Just top down, great movie. It's one of those dry sense of humor movies that's just funny as all get out, man. The next one,
music's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, some of it's really funny, but yeah, the music is good in it. The Sure Thing was pretty good. That was a John Cusack movie, I think. I hadn't seen that one in a long time. Of course, a lot of us have seen Stand By Me, based on a Stephen King short story, I think.
The movie that inflicted Will Wheaton on us.
Yeah, for sure. The youngest, Knock, is like 65. No, he's not 65, man. No. I don't even think are you 40 yet, man? I don't even think you're 40 yet, are you?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Nice tribute. Yeah, I hear you, Tim. I hear you. It goes to 11. That's right. I use that meme all the time, and that's a scene in Spinal Tap where he's trying to convince him to fix the amps. But Stand By Me is the coming-of-age movie where they find a dead body. And, River Phoenix is in it, the older brother of Joaquin Phoenix, who died way too soon. Believe it was a drug overdose that killed him, wasn't it, John?
Yep.
Yeah. That's him on the left. If you've never seen him before, Knock, that's River Phoenix. He was in quite a few. Matter of fact, I think if you go down the rabbit hole of Indiana Jones, he played the young Indiana Jones. And was it Last Crusade? The opening of Last Crusade. Isn't that it with the zoo train? Yeah.
Yep.
That's him. But in my opinion, the best movie he ever made was the next one he made in 1987, The Princess Bride. I think everybody has seen this flick.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, really, dude? You've got to see it. It's one of those. I think it's better than The Never-Ending Story myself. I really do. I think it's a lot better than that one. The comedy in this one is more mature than the stuff in Never-Ending Story. But it's a very simple premise. It's a sick kid getting a visit from his grandfather, and he reads him a bedtime story, and it's just awesome. The cast in this is out of this world. I mean, they're all heavyweights in Hollywood to this, always have been. Cary Ells, of course, you know him from Robin Hood Men in Tights and several other things, but he's great as Wesley in this. Mandy Patinkin, Indigo Montoya, looking for the six-fingered man. I think Christopher Guest. I keep saying Columbus. Christopher Guest, who's in Spinal Tap, he plays the six-fingered man, right?
Yep.
Oh, man, too much. Robin Wright, Chris Sarandon, who I love. You guys know I love that dude. He plays Prince Humperdinck in it. Wallace Shawn, you've seen memes with him in it. Inconceivable. Every time you see that meme, that's him. And an actual honest-to-God wrestler, Andre Rene Razumov, better known as Andre the Giant. Yeah, he's in it. Fred Savage was the little boy, and Peter Falk plays the grandfather. And
Earl Kane, Billy Crystal.
I mean, Billy Crystal is America Max, the wizard. That's just too much, man. This movie's, chef's kiss. There's few perfect movies on this planet. This is one of them. And I think it's the best thing he ever did. What do you think, John?
Yeah, it's definitely the best movie that Rob Reiner ever did.
Oh, we lose you, Joe? I'm not sure if you're talking, Joe, but you're we can see your screen moving and everything, but you and your avatar are frozen. I think he's still. I don't know if he hears us.
Yeah, I don't know if he does either.
I think he's still talking about when Harry met Sally.
Yeah. See, I didn't know. I had missed that he had directed Misery.
I don't know what that is.
It's based on a Stephen King book.
Do you have something playing in the background?
Apparently my mix line turned on for some reason. Yeah. Very, very strange. But anyway. Yeah. When Harry Met Sally's the next one. Of course, everybody's seen that famous scene where she's having an orgasm in the friggin' restaurant. I'll have what she's having scene. Yeah. But it's a good movie. It's not my favorite one, but it's decent. That's a decent one he did. But Billy Crystal, I mean, there ain't much that he's not good in. I mean, The guy's friggin' phenomenal. Then we get into some of the more serious stuff he did. He did one called Misery, another one. He must have been a Stephen King fan because he did a couple of Stephen King stories. This one is kind of how I guess it's Stephen King's own fears coming to light in this one. It had James Caan playing an author that is writing a series of books, and he gets in a car wreck, and it's in a rural area, and Kathy Bates, Annie Wilkes, played by Kathy Bates, maybe one of the few actresses that won an Academy Award playing in a horror movie. She is fantastic as Annie Wilkes in this movie. She won an Academy Award for it, and she's basically his Uber fan, and wants him to finish the book, and all this stuff. and he is bedridden, and she's nursing him back to health, and he just can't get out of there. He's trapped because he's busted up. And anybody that's seen the hobbling scene knows what I'm talking about. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Caan! That's right. James Caan. That's him. But it's fantastic, man. It really is.
Stand by Me is also Stephen King.
Yeah, I did say that. I said it was based on a short story of his. Yeah. That's why I said he must have been a fan of the guy. Let's see. Truth be told, vaguely aware of Reiner via his name. Didn't know I'd watched a lot of his movies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not done yet. Trust me. There's other stuff that you probably did not know that he had a hand in, man. But this one is a really good movie. If you're into Stephen King and his stuff, you'd enjoy Misery. The one he did after that, I don't think there's many people that haven't seen A Few Good Men. And that famous scene with Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth, right? Yeah, that Rob Reiner directed this one too. Demi Moore and Tom Cruise. What a great movie this is. It's about an incident on a marine base. I think it's at Guantanamo Bay is where it takes place, isn't it?
I think so.
I think so. And if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's really good movie. And Jack Nicholson knocks it out of the park.
I have seen that one.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I know we're going to hit one or two that you've seen that he made, dude. Yeah. Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon, Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, yeah, dude. Kevin Pollak. Go on and on and on. Everybody wanted to do it. And of course, Christopher Guest. Very good friend of his.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the same people show up in his stuff. Noah Wiley's in this. I forgot about that. Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, this is a great movie. If you've never seen it, check that one out. Did you like this one, Knock?
Oh yeah, this one's definitely a classic.
It is a classic.
I definitely like Demi Moore's G.I. Jane.
Yeah, you like that one?
The one that got Chris Rock slapped.
Right.
That was a great. That's one of my. That's a really good movie. That's one of my favorites.
But this one, you wouldn't think that a guy that did so much comedy would be, somebody that made a movie like this. But I've said it a million times, if you can do comedy, you can do anything, because comedy is the hardest thing to pull off. Comic timing, not everybody has it. You know what I mean? I mean, Knock has it, but I don't. He's constantly dropping jokes on me, and they go right over my head like a fucking NASCAR. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's different types of comedy, though. Like, I probably wouldn't make a good stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Where I'm more of responsive comedy.
Right. Yeah.
I have to build. I need others to do my work.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Oh, I keep screwing this up.
Yeah, you don't do the thing.
It's all right though. I'm gonna get there. Knock. I'm gonna make it a habit at some point. The North I never saw. This one here though, this is my favorite romantic comedy of all time. I love The American President. I think I've told you guys several times of my love of The West Wing. Well, it's written by Aaron Sorkin, and it's directed by Rob Reiner. And Aaron Sorkin enjoyed this so much that he decided to make a television show out of it, and it's called The West Wing. But this is actually a rom-com, is what it is. It's about a widowed president dating a lobbyist while he's trying to run for re-election. And it's really, really good. If you've never seen this one, check it out. Uh-oh, there he is behind the camera, directing the show. Yeah. I'm sure you see a few of these running around. But, yeah, this is a great movie. I love Michael Douglas. I'll watch anything he's in. Think he's awesome. Annette Bening, she's awesome as Sydney Ellen Wade. You actually see a clip from this movie every week when we do Sydney Watch. It's from this flick. Martin Sheen. Actually, what's funny about this is Martin Sheen plays his chief of staff, but he plays the president on The West Wing. He must have enjoyed working with Martin Sheen. Michael J. Fox. This may have been one of the last movies he made before Parkinson's really wrecked him, And you can actually, if you pay attention watching this movie, you can actually see some of the Parkinson's coming out in him, because sometimes he's not looking straight at people and stuff. It's pretty interesting. But yeah,
I like the show The Good Wife. He's in there
Yeah.
after he's got it, and he uses it in court, and it's fucking hilarious.
wow, really?
He legit uses it in court to disrupt the other party
Wow.
as a lawyer, because he plays a lawyer.
Wow. I'll have to check that out, man.
Yep.
Ann Deaver Smith plays Too Tall McCall, Robin McCall in this, but she on the West Wing, she plays the National Security Advisor on that show. But yeah, they use a lot of the same actors and everything, but great stuff. Richard Dreyfuss plays the Republican candidate that's giving him shit the whole time. It's a good movie. You need to check this one out if you haven't seen it. Grab your girl and sit down and watch this one some night. You'll enjoy it. And then Ghosts of Mississippi is another one he did. That's a hard-hitting one. Think that takes place in Biloxi, I think. Whoopi Goldberg, James Woods, and who else is in this? Alec Baldwin. Yeah. A Mississippi district attorney and the widow of Medgar Evers struggles to finally bring a white supremacist to justice for the 1963 murder of civil rights leader. Yeah, this is a pretty tough movie right here. Like I said, Rob didn't just do comedies, man. That was his wheelhouse. That was his best thing. But really, his best movie is a fantasy movie. What I mean? It's got a lot of comedy in it, but it's at its heart, it's a fantasy story. But yeah,
In my opinion, he started dropping off after this movie, though.
What's it? Okay, Knox said something about the 90s, and then what did you say, John?
I said after this movie, this is pretty much where he started dropping off after
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. Well, he was starting to get old at this point, so yeah. I mean, all of these guys, all the directors I've ever watched, man, they peak and then they try and hang on for a little bit longer, and it just doesn't work out. He did a the last one that I was going to highlight that I really liked was
Just real quick, I just said that Whoopi Goldberg in the '90s was fun to watch.
Yes, Whoopi Goldberg's in the '90s. Yeah, before she lost her mind, right? Yeah. I can hear that. But this one here, right here, The Bucket List, that is a great movie. If you've never seen that one, watch that one sometime. It's about two dudes with terminal illnesses that are checking off their bucket list, and it's pretty damn fun to watch, man. Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman.
And almost 20 years later, they're both still with us.
Yeah, and they're still with us. Yeah, they're playing old men in 2007, right? I think that's probably the last movie that I went to see that he made. After that, the LBJ movie, I didn't even want to see that. Who would even want to see that? He just came out with Spinal Tap 2. I'm sorry?
That wasn't that good.
What, Spinal Tap 2? Yeah, I've heard it was okay. But I did not know he did a friggin' documentary about Albert Brooks, who is one of my favorite dudes ever. The name of it is Defending My Life, and that's the name of the documentary he did about Albert Brooks. One of his friends. They've been longtime friends, but it has all these different people talking about him on it. So I'm gonna have to check that one out. It's on HBO. But yeah, Rob Reiner gone. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I grew up watching Defending My Life. I know that movie.
Yeah, I know you like. I know you like that movie. That I wanted to make sure you knew that wasn't that movie though. It's a documentary about the actor. Yeah, but yeah, it's a shame that he went out the way he did. But wow, what a legacy, man! He's got movies people will be watching forever. I know people in the military dig A Few Good Men. That is a great movie. We've all met people in the military that are like the characters in that movie. Friggin' Princess Bride. You need to watch that one when you can. Knock it.
I've already made my condition for that movie.
I know.
I'm not watching it until you watch some movies.
I know. Anyway, it's fantastic. It is really, really good. John, what do you got to say about Rob Reiner? I know you know him as well as I do. Knock probably just found out about a couple of things he might have seen.
Well,
but
I mean, all the way back from when he was on All in the Family. I mean, you can
Yeah.
tell that he had, he was a comedic genius.
Mm-hmm.
Notwithstanding what he turned into later on.
Yeah,
As far as
we'll call a spade. I just don't want to get into the politics of it.
Yeah.
But he was a leftist loon. He was.
Yeah, he was.
He did have TDS, but that doesn't look. The president shouldn't have said anything. Talking
No.
bad of the dead is just a
Yeah.
bad thing. It's bad karma. It's going to come back to bite you. I just But anyway,
But
go ahead.
He was. I mean, you can't take away his genius.
No.
As a director and even as a writer.
Yeah, and I have to give him credit. He never let his politics really lean into what he was making. You couldn't tell his politics from his filmmaking. Yeah,
Not until later.
He wanted to enter. Yeah, that's for sure. The stuff that I just outlined, the closest he comes to really swinging all the way left is in The American President, but he does it, under the guise of comedy in it, right? And it's. I just like the fact that he didn't put that on screen, and he was more about making people laugh, making people aware of things and stuff like that, and I'm like you. I remember him all the way back there when he was. I didn't know this at the time, but apparently he was one of the regular writers on Rona Martin's Laugh-In. I did not even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a regular writer on that. So, the guy, and to Carl's credit, he raised a pretty cool dude that really followed in his footsteps, because Carl was a really funny dude too. If you don't know who Carl Reiner is, if you've ever seen the movie The Jerk, he's the guy that backed the OptiGrab, and that's the cross-eyed scene and everything. It is hilarious, man. The guy was a funny dude. He really was. A very bright comedic light has gone out, and it's a shame how it happened. But hey, he's got one hell of a legacy. I know I'm going to be watching The Princess Bride at least once every couple of years for the rest of my life. Every time I have a new youngster in my life, they're going to see that movie. You know what I mean? I'll be the granddad telling the bedtime story. You know what I'm saying?
I just printed out the figures from that. I got the STLs and I just printed them out.
Did you? From
Yep.
Princess Bride? Wow,
Yep.
man. Wow. Does the six-fingered man have 6 fingers?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. All right. Well, we'll move on from that. But yeah, gone not too soon. He was getting up there in age. He was 78. But the way he went out, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Really wouldn't. Next up, this one was contributed by Jed, even though he can't be here tonight, so we want to talk about it for sure. Oscars bolt from ABC to YouTube starting in 2029. If I know Jed, he wanted to giggle at the fact that Disney had lost a bidding war.
Disney is fucking up so much these days. Oh my god!
They're only making what? They're about to have another $1 billion movie. But yeah, apparently it's going to be going over to YouTube for the first time since 1976. Wow, that's a long time, man. But anyway, that's pretty interesting. I'm starting to watch it again. It's still a lot of guys huffing their own farts and stuff, but they've at least changed Kimmel off as the master of ceremonies. So I'm looking forward to, seeing who they do next time and everything. We'll see what happens.
Was it the Oscars that we did the watch along with last time? What did we do?
We did that a couple of years ago. We didn't do it last year. I don't think we did it last year, but we did it 2 years ago.
That was fun.
And you know what? I think we need to get back to it, because I used to watch it religiously, man. I watched it I wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. That's what I wanted to do. You know, I love movies, man. Of every kind, of every genre. I just don't get.
Be a truck driver.
What's that?
I wanted to be a truck driver.
You wanted to be a truck driver?
Yeah, it was realistic.
You go, man. How come you didn't do it?
They got to travel, man. They got to travel. I want to travel.
My brother did it. He loved it. He thought it was
I wanted
awesome.
to be a paleontologist.
Paleontologist.
Well before Jurassic Park. This was in the 70s.
Right. The only good thing about the Oscars is world-class bullshitters Oscars drunk watch stream. Really? I would imagine that's a lot of fun. I like world-class bullshitters. They're good. I enjoy him. He makes his own comic books too. But yeah, I could see you watching that. That's for sure. Let's see. All those award shows are totally irrelevant. Just the industry jerking itself off to itself. But here's
and that's what the game shows have turned into too.
Right, it's true. Yeah. It's true. But what's really cool and what I'm looking for when I watch it is you find out about the people getting the awards. What's important to them. I think the last one I saw that I really got into was when, oh my God, what's my guy's name? Gary Oldman. When he won for playing Churchill in that movie, it was he'd been nominated several times before. But when he got up there to the podium and he talked about being a British citizen that had come to the United States and got his citizenship here in the United States and how much he loved this country and what it did for him. It was great. It was an awesome fucking speech that he gave. He really did. And that's what you're looking for in these award shows, you know. I remember when I was a kid when Sally Field won that award, that poor girl right there. I don't know, you know. They're in a business of trying to make so many people happy. I don't think they really understand things.
You like me, you really like me.
Yeah, you like me, you really like me. Everybody remembers that thing. You know what I mean? I'm sure, John, you remember when Jack Palance started doing one-handed push-ups when he won for City Slickers?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah, there's some great moments in Oscar history, man. There really is. And
my issue comes when they have like that. What was that stupid fucking movie with Zoe Saldana in it that won a bunch of awards? That weird.
Last year.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's why I can't take these things seriously.
I can tell you right now, the one that's going to win a bunch of them this year is going to be One Battle After Another. That's the one that's going to be up for a bunch of them. I think it's up for more than any of them this year. But see, there's always somebody I'm pulling for though, and this year I'm pulling for Amy Madigan to get Best Supporting Actress, big time. If you've seen Weapons, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't even recognize her in that makeup. But I don't want to give it away, but watch the movie Weapons. Amy Madigan needs to get an Academy Award. I've loved her for years. Actually, she was in Uncle Buck, the movie that we were talking about earlier tonight. She was the love interest of John Candy in that movie. And I've loved her for a long time, but I had no idea that was her underneath all that makeup. She knocked it out of the park in that movie. But anyway, that's what I look for. I look to see if somebody that really deserves it is going to get one, you know. I'm really happy that you guys know I covered it whenever Cruz got his governor's award a month ago. And so, yeah, that's what I look for when I watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to get political these days. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to turn, you know, go get a drink or something when they get political and then come back and check it out. That show used to be about celebrating film, and they're starting to get back to that, but, you know, it's not quite there yet. Vince says, what I like are the stunt awards. They get recognized for actually doing something. Do they have a stunt awards? Really? Because they don't get an Oscar for it, and I've always thought that they should have an award for Best Stunt of the Year, at least.
I think this year they were adding it to they were adding a stunt category.
Are they? That would be cool, man.
I thought I read that. That might be Golden Globes, but I thought it was Oscars.
Yeah, they have a stunt awards. I'll have to do some research and check that out, man, for sure.
Yeah, I think they started that last year or something like that.
Yeah, well, the Oscars has never given out a stunt award. They haven't, but
right, yeah,
yeah.
Like John said, I don't know if that was Oscars.
Right. But yeah, I'll have to check that out, man. Because if that's a thing, I'm going to start covering that every year. Because you guys know I like real stunts and real stuntmen. That's why I like Christopher Nolan's stuff so much. You know, it's not CGI. That's real practical effects and shit you're seeing. It's pretty cool shit.
Ooh, can't wait for Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yeah. And a lot of people say they won't watch it because of the casting and stuff. I'm like, I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt until he makes something bad. And as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't.
Bad actress. She's just,
who
one-sided.
Is it?
Isn't Zendaya in it or like
Yep, Zendaya's in it.
She's not a
Elliot
bad
Page
actress.
apparently is in it.
She just doesn't
too.
have any range.
Right. I hope she's playing a character that's a radical and a protester. That kind of thing.
She's playing Odysseus.
What?
She's playing Odysseus.
She's playing Odysseus? Oh, he's trolling us. He's making us think Matt Damon is Odysseus in it, right? All right. Okay. Whether you like it or not, boys and girls, you got to watch the Supergirl trailer one more time because this dropped last Thursday. They had a teaser out on Wednesday, and I showed you that last week. But the Supergirl trailer, Millie Alcock is DC's new hero. Crypto pees on Superman, and Jason Momoa is Lobo in DC spinoff set in space. If you haven't seen this yet, I'm fixing to show it to you, and you're going to get some definite Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. No doubt about it. Wouldn't you agree, John?
Yes.
And Knock? Wouldn't you agree? But we'll watch it, and then I'll tell you what I think. Being the resident Supergirl fan on the panel. Let me see. Let me go ahead and get it up there. Right there, I believe. Is that it? No. I'm taking everybody off the screen. Where is it? I just shared it. Okay, there it is. All right, I got it. Hang on, guys. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
I feel like it would have been better if it was Spice Girl.
He's peeing on Superman, dude. What the heck? What is this?
Supergirl saved a cat.
Supergirl saved it.
It's on the bottom right of the
rescues cat.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Drunk. This I'm not a big fan of, but I'll explain why I have hope when we're done.
Cars are out.
What a space bus station, huh? Wow. They even got the bus driver, I think, here.
Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet.
Yeah, she's getting drunk.
Now I saw that drink was in the actual comic too. The little fire drink there she had.
Oh, that flaming drinks are yeah. I used to make them all the time. Yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the comic book. Who knows? Let's see.
Let's be honest, babe. It's not a very high bar to clear.
Now, Craig Gillespie, I don't know this guy. We'll have to look him up here in a minute. But I don't think it matters who's directing this. They're definitely being guided by Gunn, if you've seen this.
I didn't know any...
This I dig. They're showing how Kandor survived Krypton's destruction. This is fucking cool.
He was still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
Yeah, I dig that.
I'm curious about the sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick. She's in the comic book.
I did watch a Easter eggs of the trailer kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. let's see. What are they saying here? I didn't pick up on the True Grit vibes, but definitely has the Guardians of the Galaxy iteration vibe, despite not being Gunn himself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His hands are all over this. He's producing it. Howdy, it's Matt. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. He says, howdy. She doesn't hold a candle to Melissa Benoist or Helen Slater. No, she doesn't. She's not as pretty as those two, but I like the actress. I think she's okay. She's kind of short for the role, though, if you ask me. She's not a very big person. But yeah, let's continue here. Let's go ahead and put a wrap on this. But what I do like, the first thing I saw in here that I dug was we get to see how Kandor survived. That's pretty freaking cool right there.
Okay, this does not look like this is going to...
Tell me that doesn't look like Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, come on. That's what it looks like.
What do the different colors mean? That's what I want to know. There's green, there's blue, there's red. Is it Christmas?
Right?
For you guys.
Here's my problem now. She's about to whoop ass with all these dudes. This must not be the same place where the bar was, because she goes to the red sunned planets so she can get drunk, which means she's weaker, right? I mean, you know.
You know, in that Easter egg video I watched, there was a theory that she's on like a rotating space station or something like that.
Yeah.
That rotates between a red and a yellow sun galaxy or something like that.
Okay.
I have no idea, but that sounded kind of cool.
Yeah. You're right. Up and down, up and down. Okay.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
Small group of two, she says. Yeah. But, you know, her traveling around throughout the stars, that's definitely going to give it a Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it, you know, for sure. And
I want to see other planets. I'm tired of these fucking aliens coming to Earth, and we never get to see their home planets. I want to see other planets.
Well, you're going to see them in this one. You should be happy. Yes. You should be happy. Yes. Okay, here we go. There's the moment that every chick I've seen that friggin' has reviewed this has lost their shit. I watched Star Wars Girl review this and Snarky J Cosplay review this, and both of them lost it when they saw this guy. And they barely show him. This is all you see, guys. This is it. All you can tell is the cherry is,
That's all
of
you
course,
need to see.
Yeah, right? That's all he's going to show you for now. He wants it to be a big reveal, obviously. But that's Jason Momoa as friggin' Lobo. And that's one of the things in this movie that I mean, it could be one of those things like a Ryan Reynolds type Deadpool type role. It could be that, because it's well documented that Momoa has always wanted to play this guy and has been chomping at the bit to do it, and he enjoys the character. So, yeah, this could be, you know, much like Mr. Terrific is what we remembered out of Superman. This could be the guy we remember out of this movie, you know what I mean, instead of Supergirl, which I'd be all right with if it leads to them doing more with him. I just hope it's not this and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to piss a lot of people off if it's that.
Yeah, we'll see him in the next movie.
Right?
This is actually an end credit, Joe.
Right? This is going to be the end credit. This is it. Sorry, bastards.
We'll see you soon.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Now that is cool. I like that statement, because that's the way it is in the comic books. That, you know, she's depending on what era you read. My favorite era I read was Vince. Look at Vince. Even the guys dig Lobo, man. You know, the character's pretty popular. I can't wait to see his bike. Hey, Ron, that bike they had in DCUO was pretty good. It was pretty cool.
I've been a fan of Jason Momoa since Stargate Atlantis, so
yeah,
I'm always
there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matt says, I'm just waiting for James Gunn to use Tuesday afternoon for the Moody Blues in one of his films seems perfect for him. Yeah, I hear you, bro. That's pretty good. Let's see. She kind of looks like it. Okay. I don't know what that means. What did I miss? I think she's kind of cute, but I saw someone compare her to D2 from Gorillas, and now I can't unsee it. Do you know what he's talking about?
He's talking about the sidekick.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know what they were talking about.
2D's a character from the Gorillas band.
Yeah.
That
Let's see.
animated,
Vince says the bike and his dog. He's got a dog. Okay. Wow. I guess Crypto and his dog's going to go at it. Let's see. Let's wrap this thing up. But what I forgot to say what I wanted to say about what she said about he sees the good in everyone and I see the truth. Yeah, that's the thing you got to remember about her is she remembers Krypton. She was old enough to know what happened to Krypton and everything. She's pissed off about it. Now, the whole drinking all the time take and everything, you know, the nihilism thing, that's, by the way, that's the comic book this is based on, guys. It's a limited series. I have them all over here. I haven't read them. You know, I buy comics just to support the comic store, and I put them in a box. I've got the whole thing over here. I just have never read it. You know, I'm going to pull it out and read it before the movie, though, just to see what we're in for. But A Woman of Tomorrow, and I think, isn't the next Superman movie
Man of Tomorrow.
Isn't that Man of Tomorrow?
Yep.
I think it is. So, yeah, there you go. You have now seen the trailer for Supergirl. Your thoughts, knock, go.
I mean, I'm in.
Yeah.
I have been more optimistic about James Gunn than you guys have since the start. So I dig his style. Peacemaker and you know the Suicide Squad before this. I haven't watched that. Was it Mutant Commandos or whatever?
Yeah,
Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos.
I haven't watched that yet, but in general, I like the more adult theme. I just it's the same with Fallout, man. Fuck these kids. I don't want these bitch ass kids movies. I want gore. I want the boys. I want adult shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
I hear you.
He goes more on the gritty side of things. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just, you know, some of his humor just can be just, you know, peeing on Superman, whatever. That's just, he's trolling. You know what I mean? And I'm not a big troll fan, but look, Keeley, calm down, sir. Calm down. I know, but it's going to be okay. But what I'm looking forward to. What'd you say, buddy?
Keep the ducks in your pants.
Right. Hand check. And Read by Nature is correct here. He says she's older than Superman, but due to the space travel, she ended up on Earth younger. Yeah, she was out in space longer. But my whole point is the Supergirl television show with Miss Benoist. She was a female Clark Kent, and that's not the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still got to finish that show.
Yeah. She was a female Clark Kent, and you just... I liked it, but at the same time, I was kind of about it, you know, half the time. But this has the potential... This is the deal. If they go the Rocket Raccoon route from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with this character, it could work very, very well. And that's what I hope he does. I hope she has a heroic arc where she gets snapped out of this bullshit by the end of it. You know what I mean? I just worry, you know, the way Gunn is, he's going to keep her a nihilist and shit. And But the two things I'm looking forward to is hopefully we get a good story arc to her. Because, as you saw, she's wearing the Star-Lord trench coat most of the fucking clip. And then she's got the symbol of hope on at the end of it, right? So hopefully that'll be the arc. Like I said, I got to read the book to see if it's that kind of story. But Lobo, I think, has the potential to be a cash cow for them if they do it right. You know what I mean? It could be another Deadpool type thing. John, what did you think of it?
I'll go see it, but I'm not all that enthused about it. Gunn's worn out is welcome for me.
Yeah. Well, yep. It's see, the thing about Gunn is the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff worked. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. But he's doing it in everything now, and not every story needs that. You know what I mean?
I would be kind of curious to see who the unnamed cameos are going to be.
Yeah. Well, the Kandor thing, they might be bringing Brainiac in there. Yep. Yeah. Because he's the reason why it survived, So, I mean,
and
we'll see.
Brainiac's supposed to be the villain for Man of Tomorrow.
That's what we've heard. So that would be great. I mean, Knock is familiar with the Brainiac lore, believe me, from playing DC Universe Online.
Yeah. All the knowledge I have from DC is from
That's
DC
me too, though, Knock. That's the thing. I've never really read the DC comics either. I tell you, the ones I've read
is the I forget what it's called. It's the Black Lantern arc.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what that's called, but
Darkest Night.
Yes, I've read the Darkest Nights comics.
Mm-hmm. And they're pretty good, from what I understand. I haven't read them, but I hear it's a great storyline. But then again, I was never a big Green Lantern fan. I really wasn't. But I've grown to appreciate it playing that game. I didn't know about the emotional spectrum or any of that shit until I started playing that game. Okay. So, we're kind of running low on time, and we've got to review an episode. So, I'm going to go ahead and drop the Street Fighter talk, but I will show you the article and let you know that they did drop at the Gaming Awards. They did drop a trailer for the Street Fighter movie, and it is available to watch on YouTube. Go check it out. I'd show it, but we're kind of up against the clock here.
They're really leaning into the game.
Yeah, it looks that way. It looks that way because look at Cody Rhodes, man. And in the trailer, you see his hair just like that. He's got a big mushroom head haircut. But I'm looking forward to this too. I really am because there's a lot of people that love Mortal Kombat. This is the game I played, and I told you my reasons why before. It was simply a mechanics thing, but I do, I'm interested to see what Chun-Li's going to look like, and you see her you see all this in the trailer, so go check that out, guys. But have you guys watched this trailer, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like they're leaning heavy into the video game, and I like that. That's very cool, man. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, check that out.
Momoa's in this too.
Is he? Who's he playing in that?
Waka.
Get out of here.
And Roman Reigns is Kuma.
I know. I saw that. It's freaking awesome, dude. I can't wait. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But you know what this is gonna be? It's gonna be a check your brain at the door movie. It really is. It's gonna be in the vein of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? It's just, it's gonna be goofy as shit. It really is. But the fact that they've got guys.
Hang on, don't exit out yet.
Okay.
Look on the right side, and this is why you can't keep secrets in 2025. Spider-Man, brand new day trailer leaked. Avengers, Doomsday trailer leaked. Spider-Man, brand new day leaked. Avengers, Doomsday leaked. Spider-Man, brand new day leaked. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on.
Can't get away from it.
That's it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Yep. But look, go check out the Street Fighter thing. And this one I grabbed right before we went on the show because I saw it in the sidebar, just like Knock just saw that other one in the sidebar. And I figured I'd let John know that Monarch Legacy of Monsters prequel focused on Wyatt Russell, Lee Shaw, set at Apple TV. So they're going to do a prequel to the show that they've already got. What in the article they tell you that the next season's coming out in February, right? February 27th, and they've already got a prequel set. So they're leaning into this MonsterVerse. What do you think of that, John?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Wyatt does a fantastic job as Kurt Russell's kid.
Yeah.
Well, he is Kurt Russell's kid, but I mean, as a young Kurt Russell.
Right. Right.
And I dig the character. Lee Shaw was probably one of the best. I mean, I don't know. I like the dichotomy of the character.
Mm-hmm.
How he's this, former military, but he's also spook.
Right.
And he kind of plays off both angles, especially as he got older.
Yeah.
And it being Apple TV, the production is going to be
yes, through the roof. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, we've got to we got to make a mental note and get Monarch season 1 under our belts before February, man. Because we're doing Fallout for you. We got to do Monarch for him, man. You know what I mean?
I'm on board.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely do that. I wanted to see the first season of it, and we didn't have Apple TV at the time, so.
And Kong's going to be in season 2.
Is he?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I think my favorite thing about Monarch is the just the straight normalcy of the sirens for Godzilla, where they're like, okay, here's where you go, guys, and they're just walking into the protection shelters. It's such a crazy concept where you're Godzilla can be a daily occurrence potentially, and so they're always prepared to go into these shelters.
Yeah,
so that mindset is just kind of interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's called world building, and that's something they're obviously doing well at. If that's your comment on it, yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to watching it, and I do like Kurt Russell's kid. Wyatt Russell's pretty cool, man. I do dig him. He's one of the bright spots in the MCU that I've seen so far. And I am on board with what's his name? Agent
U.S. agent.
U.S. agent did nothing wrong. That's where I come down on it. He did nothing wrong. Just
killed a terrorist, that's all.
He killed a terrorist. Who cares if there was a lot of cameras watching? He eliminated the threat. That's all we need to know. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to do a quick check on the girlfriend of the show. And like I said, there's a Rob Reiner scene here.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Oh boy, he's already losing it. Take it easy. Keely, hand check for Keely Chow. Hand check for Keely Chow. He just can't get away from. Okay, we don't have much in there tonight. It's mostly the premiere of Housemaid. She busts out the Marilyn Monroe style dress at the L.A. Housemaid premiere. How many times you guys heard me say that she pulls off Marilyn Monroe pretty well? I mean, she really does. And these are pictures from the event. And she's also got them on Instagram. The first one she's got on Instagram, though, she said, "So proud and honored to be alongside these strong women. The Envelope Women in Film issue." You see she's there with, let's see if I can name them all. Gwyneth Paltrow. Who is this? I don't know this girl in the top. But Tessa Thompson's there. I don't know what she's doing in there. I don't know. But Jennifer Lopez and Emily Blunt are there with her, too. Who is this girl?
No idea.
I do not know who she is. Ella Fanning. That's Ella Fanning? Really?
Ella Fanning?
Wow. Huh. Okay. But they did a photo shoot for the Envelope. And there you go. Yeah, that's Elle Fanning right there. Isn't she in the new Predator movie? Isn't that her?
Yeah.
She's the robot? Yeah. And then also we've got pictures from the premiere 2 more days till the housemaid. It's coming. I don't understand why you'd open anything against Avatar, but I guess, some people like to take their shot, I guess. But yeah, these are all pictures from that event. I like him. I hope this movie does well for this guy right here. I enjoy him. He was great in 1923. He was, what was the guy's name? Spencer, that's it. He played Spencer in it. And he's also in the running to play Batman in the Gunverse, from what I've heard, too. So, and he could do it. He's a big dude.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a good actor, too. Look, he's towering over everybody there. Yep. So, there you go. That's your Sydney watch for this week, guys. That's all we get with Sydney this week. Sorry about that. But there just wasn't much out there for her. She's got so many... God, she just had a movie come out at the end of last month. No, it was the beginning of this month, right? And then she's got this one coming out, so she's been busy. Okay, so it's time to get into some Fallout, boys and girls. And we had the first episode of season 2 drop on yesterday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And I watched it this morning and pleasantly surprised. Very good. A lot of these series, they'll tend to fall down in the second episode. And the guy I was wondering about the most, and we'll get into it because our man Knock is all over it with the slides and stuff. He's got all kinds of notes to let us know what's up. But the guy I've been wondering about, and if you heard our review of the whole first season last week, I want to see more Norm. Well, we got to see more of him this week. In episode 1, I think the only thing they didn't touch on, Knock, correct me if I'm wrong, is the Brotherhood of Steel.
Maximus, yeah, we'll see a lot more of them in the second episode, but yes, they were not.
Yeah,
and I think it's mainly because I still don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be in New Vegas much. The Brotherhood, at least. I don't know if Maximus will be there, but it's going to be interesting to see. So yeah.
Oh my God, Vince says, boo, no Christmas pics of titties. She is letting her fans down. Oh, it'll be all right. Don't worry, Vince. There's plenty more to go around. But anyway, Knoxter, I'm going to let you have the slideshow and take it from here. And we will comment along.
Okay, I got notes. All right, so I'm going to go. So I don't know how you want to do this. We didn't get a chance to do any pre-production because some guy was late.
I was late.
But I got a lot of notes, and I got some slides that I took photos of.
Okay.
So I guess just stop me when you want to.
That's it. When we want to say something, we will stop you. Go.
Okay. All right. So first off, the first thing we see is that we're in the original time before the bombs dropped, and we get to see a little bit. We get to see some flying stuff. I want to point out this little ferry or Ferris wheel here going.
Yeah.
I think we see it a lot. So to me, this looks like this is right where Vault 31, 32, and 33 is.
Yeah. Okay, hold up 1 second, Knock. Apparently, I need to put a spoiler warning up. My man Vince says time to tune out.
Oh,
yeah, that's it. Let me go ahead
and put
it.
24 hours almost. 23 hours.
But,
That's not you, Vincent. That's not
people, you. He knew we were going to do this, but just in case somebody tunes in late, let me go ahead and set up the spoiler. Go ahead. Keep going, man. Spoilers on the screen.
Well,
That's all we need.
In the I don't know what you want to call this present time, or at this time, anyways. Pre-war time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You get a little shot of that. The first thing that we come across, I'm going to explain the situation going on, is Mr. House. He's in a pub where you got some union people yelling at the TV screen because Mr. House is talking about robotics coming to the future of our lives, and they're all not happy because they took our jobs and they're beating robots in the streets.
Yes,
it opens with that.
Hang on, let's hold that thought right there. Now, I did, as much as they lean into the 60s type of technology and stuff.
Yeah, 50s.
I didn't get the feel that people didn't like machines in the first season of this. I didn't get any feel for that.
In Fallout lore, before all this happened, robots were taking over jobs. and people were upset because they were out of work and there was extreme inflation.
And remember, Joe, you were only seeing the ones in production for Vault-Tec,
right?
Yeah,
and that were connected with it. You never saw the normal people that were affected by this.
Right.
Okay.
So this was our really first chance of seeing Joe Schmo, who was affected by these robots potentially taking their germs.
Right. An example of the inflation is like a comic book was $38.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, Mr. House, who was on the TV, also happens to be in this friggin' bar, and he says some unkind words to these gentlemen. So they take
on purpose
shit out of them.
On purpose, he's trolling them.
Yep. So if you can see behind him in the car back there, he offers them $31 million to put this thing on the back of his neck. Now the guy wasn't going to do it, but Mr. House was like, "Fine, I'll do it for you." He sticks it on the back of his neck,
right?
And basically tells him, "Hey, beat up your guys." And
hands him a baseball bat and says, "Get rid of your buddies."
And he does.
Oh,
but then he looks like he's going to turn around and look at Mr. House. And I didn't get the picture because it would be too graphic for us here.
It would be.
But that explodes, and his head explodes. It's a bit of a malfunction that happens with this particular device. And so that is the beginning of the episode. We get to the New Vegas area where you got Lucy and the Ghoul together.
And the first time we see the Ghoul this season, he's in a noose.
Right there. And what you have here, now this is a huge moment in the game. This is the town of Novak. Novak is an old motel. Novak is the no vacancy sign that has lost the other words and just has Novak left over.
Novak. Yep.
This is a little different from the game. In the game, the dinosaur is facing away from the town because that is where you meet Boone, who is a sniper that watches over the town. So a little different from the game, not a big deal. But you can see here that the Ghoul is hanging right here, and apparently this is the Great Khan gang members, which is very prevalent in New Vegas. They're a bunch of bikers, and they use a lot of drugs. They make and use a lot of drugs. Drugs. And Lucy tries to negotiate them while he's hanging, which is very funny. And then that doesn't work. So we get this. Now, you see a lot of movies where cars just blow up when they get shot at, and it makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
This is game accurate right here. In the video games, when you now cars in the Fallout universe, right, have nuclear properties to them.
Okay.
Right. So when they blow up, they look like mini nukes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very accurate. When she shot that car, this is what happens in the video game. So this is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not well suited for yell. Yeah, yeah. I'm using the headset mic. I think if I switch to the other mic, it'd be better.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I got you. Go.
I would switch over, but I'm moving them a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then this is one of the coolest.
Oh my God, dude! These friggin' slugs he's shooting. Yeah.
This is the grenade launcher that you get, and the way they show this is it's really cool. This is how it looks in the game, where you follow the bullet right to it, and then of course things explode. Yeah. So again, I didn't want to show that because it's a little graphic. But,
it is. Well, there's a lot of graphic shit. If the Ghoul's involved, there's going to be body parts flying in every direction, no doubt.
Now, John, please tell me, why did you enjoy this scene?
Because everything in this scene is a callback to Fallout New Vegas. From the music, Marty Robbins' Big Iron, to the location, to even the weapons they're using, the Great Khans. And I think with the Great Khans being here, they said they weren't doing any of the... they're supposed to leave it ambiguous about the endings. But the fact the Great Khans are there tells me that a little bit about how the ending of Fallout New Vegas and what they consider canon for the Fallout ending. So
that's true. Now this does take place in the future of the video game, so there is things that could happen in between that results. Maybe they came back. Yeah. You know, it does leave it a little open to what could have happened at the end of the video game. But yes, one of the things that happens in the video games is the Great Khans go away. So
they either go away or they die off.
And the fact that they even are at the Novak, because they weren't in Novak in the video game. So they obviously took it over at some point. So
Yeah.
I noticed this. So after the fight, I didn't notice this on my first watch through. I noticed it.
You
afterwards.
didn't? Yeah, he was healing himself
I
with
noticed
something
the
and threw it
healing.
away. Yeah.
No. I noticed the healing. I didn't notice that he used a fusion core to do so. That's a fusion core. That's what they use to go into in the back of power armor to power the suits or to power the vault.
Okay, that's what they were looking for to power the suit. Okay,
correct.
gotcha.
Yes, that's what got me. So he was using that to heal his neck. I thought that was very interesting. What he was using that for. I'd never seen it. We've never seen it used in that kind of application before. So I thought that
well, the whole reason why he's a ghoul is from radiation poisoning or something, right?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But we had never seen that before. And like I said, the first time I missed that, I thought he was just using some, radiation or some drug or whatever to heal.
But he pitches it away like it's nothing.
Right. Yeah. And fusion cores are not easy to find, at least in general.
That's what we were told in the last season. They had to go through all kinds of hoops just to get one for his armor, right? And, yeah. Very strange. Go ahead.
So the next scene we see is this is where they see New Vegas for the first time, and this is where Lucy, mentions, "Hey, it looks just like the pictures. It's not destroyed." And this is where the goal goes. Hey, well, they had bombs that shot them out of the skies, and she's like, "Well, why didn't this happen to the rest of the United States?" It was like, well, because the rest of the United States was, there's one person pushing the button, and he's the one that pushed it here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what we got from that one. So that was a really good scene between them. And then we get a flashback, and this was so cool. I know John saw it. This is vintage. This is what Fallout 4 looked like at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the bomb.
Those houses are real houses. They're called Lustron houses. They were actually made in the 50s. They were prefab houses. That's why they all look the same. And you bought them in a kit, and they're
near the vault.
Yes, yeah, they're near the vault in the game. I don't know where they are in this one or not.
I would assume that this is near Vault 31, 32, and 33, personally, just because of who the wife is.
Yeah.
That's
they don't know. They don't live here. They don't live here. Remember, he's
driving to Bakersfield.
I feel like he does live here in this area. He's driving to Bakersfield, but
right? Yeah, we don't know if he's arriving at his destination here,
or
John,
just going through here,
or if he's just leaving.
There is a bit of an assumption here going on, so we don't. I personally think he lives in this area, or at least close by, and that's why we see this. But in this scene, we do get. You can hear it on the radio before he stops. There is a testing that's about to go on.
Yeah, it's like an
air raid
emergency broadcast test.
Now, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't near their radios, I guess, or whatever, and they miss it entirely. And then once the sirens go off, it's saying it through it that this is a test, but it's very low.
Yeah, and people are just
you don't
freaking.
hear it very well, and so the people are panicking. And then here, again, from Fallout 4, you will know who this guy is. He's a representative of Vault-Tec, and he goes around. He's the door-to-door salesman of Vault-Tec. He knocks on your door, and he says, "Hey, are you interested in listening about Vault-Tec and what it could do for you?" kind of thing. So he's actively doing this throughout that.
I figured there was something up with this guy. They had the camera on him too long.
Yes. Yeah. This is
and Walter Goggins acted like he knew who he was. So,
yeah. And right after this is the last thing you see there, and this is really cool because you got
and having the knowledge now. One thing that Nock did not say, but they did repeat the part where he found out that his wife was all about starting this to.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but yes.
That's the whole reason why he takes the kid in the car. They showed that at the beginning of it.
You are correct. At the very beginning of this flashback, yes, he's still in the office.
But knowing that, now he's looking at himself on that sign, it's just making him sick. You can tell. But Groggins is a great actor, dude. I'm telling you, he makes this whole show for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then, of course, you see the Vertibird. Vertibirds are mainly taken over by the more advanced Brotherhood of Steel or the Enclave. But this is a pre-war one, of course. But yeah, everything about this scene is really good. With the sirens going off, the daughter got a little scared because everybody started panicking. And there's people on their phone going, "We're all gonna die!" And Cooper's like, guys, it's just a test, but nobody's listening. They all think that the war's going on right now. And then we cut to one of the vaults. This is Vault 33, where Reg is bored, and he's walking along with a huge popsicle, and he's just like, I don't know what to do with myself. So the overseer of 33 gives him hey, start a group. And he
start a group. Go do something.
And then
I'll sign off on the budget. There's Katie Sackhoff. There she is.
That's not Katie Sackhoff, but yeah.
That's not Katie Sackhoff.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, that's not Katie Sackhoff.
Before you go, the vault at Vault 33, they're trying to fix their water chip, which is a callback
for
to
sure.
the very first. That's the callback to the very first Fallout, which the whole thing is you've left the vault to go find a water
100%,
chip.
Yep. And he goes into there. He starts knocking things over because he's very useless at the moment. So he's trying to find something to do, and she offers him, "Hey, go form a group to go away from me," kind of thing. And then we go to Vault 32, where they've been moved over. This is the people that were moved over to it. And you got the overseer, Stephanie. Who was just dealing with one of the occupants. He's very confused. It's very funny because
the map's backwards. Yeah,
everything in the vault is built backwards. And
I was ready to stab him before he left the office. That stupid son.
So right now she's talking to Chet, and she's talking about and I thought this was a good place to take a shot of. But yeah, that's a little fun there. And then we.
But hang on. Let me. He is so excited. He's running from slide to slide.
I'm going fast because we're running out of time.
I know that. I understand that, but you're forgetting some crucial stuff. On that computer, she's asking Chet if he knows anything about computers because for some reason they're not communicating with each other.
That's true. I have that in my notes, but I yes.
Yeah. That's very important. Very important. Go.
Yeah. There's some, and we cut to this. This is right after on the other side where Buds also discovers that the computers are down and the intercommunication between the vaults is down. Yes.
Yep.
Well, that's because Norm has taken apart the.
Yeah, Norm did it.
Yeah, and I took a picture, but there's also like food everywhere.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff in the way, and he's just trying to survive at this point. He's probably been there for a week or two since we last saw him. And he's just trying to get water to survive.
It's been months. Because they have to, because if you look at all the containers that are around him, there's more than a week's containers around.
It can't be months, I don't think, because
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they said they only had about 2 months worth of water left before they had to do something.
Well, you're referring to 33 though. You're not talking about 31. Yeah. He's in 31.
They're still working. I understand that, but they're still working on it there.
Joe, they don't know anything about 31.
Okay.
They don't know what the water.
I'm talking about the timeline, Knock. He said months, and I'm saying it couldn't be months because they only had 2 months worth of water.
Vault 33, though, that has nothing to do with 31, where Norm is. What are you talking about?
Okay, so this is before that or after that?
It doesn't matter, Joe. They're separate.
Oh boy. Okay.
Joe, the vaults are separate, right?
I know they're separate.
The ones in 33 know nothing about what supplies or what inventory that 31 has.
I'm just talking about the timeline, guys.
Okay, you're clearly not following me, but what he said about the water filters in 33 makes no difference to anything that happens to Norm in 31. Are you understanding that?
Okay, if it was months, say it's 4 months later,
I'm not
then they'd all be dying of dehydration in 33.
That has nothing to do with Norm. Norm is in a different vault. He's stuck.
John, help me out here.
Am I wrong, John?
Yeah, because it's all happening at the same time.
It's all happening at the same time, buddy. That's why I said it can't be months.
I understand. Look, I understand that it's each vault's different, but the events that are happening in 33 are happening at the same time as what's going on with Norm in 31. So if it was actual months, so it's at least weeks. It's several weeks, though.
Yeah.
But
he's not drinking out of the water. Okay, I guess I get what you're saying, where like the pipes are together or whatever.
No, it has nothing to do with the water source. It's time.
Yeah,
they said they only had 2 months worth of water left in 33. if it's 4 months down the road, they all be dead from fucking dehydration.
I don't think that affects. I just don't think that affects Norm.
And you're not even catching what I'm saying, but it's cool.
And
Go ahead.
Norm's getting his water is from condensation from the cryopods.
Right. So the time doesn't matter for him because it's separate. I will succeed that I don't understand your
Go,
logic.
man. Go.
So we come back. We come back to Lucy and the ghoul, where they come across this very delectable place where there's some flea soup.
Oh my God!
And they asked the store owner if they had seen. Yeah, if they had seen where the father is. And here you go. There it is, right there. The flea soup, right there.
Freshly made.
Now, I did skip over, because I thought it was a little too gruesome, I did skip over where they found a body that was stepped on by his dad in his suit to this place. But, so they ask her, she gets a little bowl, she pretends to eat it, and she says, oh, he went that away, and he took my son. So she basically points them in the direction of where they go.
And if you find him, get the cap. The caps are mine. He owes me money.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently he took some money too. So
I love this Starlight Drive-In. This looks so 60s to me, man. It's crazy.
Yes, this is a very beloved thing. That you can see this in New Vegas. This is where the alien mission starts. You can see this is also in Fallout 4, where you can actually turn it into a settlement. These kind of drive-in theater places are all over the place. You can see on the screen where it shows Cooper Howard. This is a Man and His Dogs 3. You can also see Dracula on there.
Something Dracula. Something The Rise and
something Dracula. Yeah. So that was pretty good. And they also find at this location a vault.
Yes.
Vault
24.
Now,
yes, I had to look up for this because I didn't recognize it. Apparently, Vault 24 was one that was cut from the original game of New Vegas.
It's cut content, but the background that they're using in this is actually from what was gleaned from various information over the years.
Okay.
So they are, again, being game accurate with this.
Cool.
Even though they
mainly
cut
because
it
it's
from
cut,
the game.
right? There's no real information about this vault, but it was potentially going to be in the video game, but it was cut. So that was really cool. It was originally going to be in the New Vegas game, but they cut it. Before they go into the vault, you get a meeting between Moldiver and Cooper because he tells her what he's discovered.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't take a picture of the game that the daughter was playing, which was Wakakami.
Wakakami. Yes.
Wakakami.
Instead of whack-a-mole. And they had moles, but they all had little pile caps with stars on them.
Yeah. They sure did. They sure did. So that was a little scene there. And she basically asked him, hey, I think you should go to New Vegas where your wife is going next week and kill Mr. House.
Yeah. Right.
So that's
good
cool.
job. Yeah. Good to see you, Wolverine. If you haven't watched this episode of Fallout Season 2 yet, look for the spoilers banner to be turned off, buddy. But it's good to see you. Absolutely good to see you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and then we go back to the present time where this is Lucy's first time seeing a vault in this kind of disrepair.
Yeah.
And it definitely hits her pretty hard about that. And so they're here to discover why, because her father went here for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, he finds that before going out in the elevator into the vault, you get this hat with the red star on it. Oh,
yep.
Okay. Are you a little curious? He basically asked her, are you curious why he's here or why he came here?
Yeah.
And already left. So they know he already left this vault, but they're going to go down to see why.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we go back to
the group
to Vault 33, where he has the little incest group. It's an incest share your feelings group.
Yeah, validation group. Yes,
validation group. And unfortunately, two of the occupants were not looking to turn away from their incestuous ways. These two really wanted to get into that. So after discovering that they weren't going to try to turn over that directive, they left.
Yeah.
And they were left with just another person. So that was pretty
And
funny.
they're both redheads. That's funny.
Yes.
That was
well, they were
funny.
clearly
That really
related,
was.
right?
Yep.
In some way.
Cousins or something.
Yeah.
And then we go back to Norm.
Norm!
Yep.
My man,
In
Norm.
Vault 31, where he asks about his father, gets a little bit more information, and then he's like, you know what? Screw this shite. And he activates all of the pods in the vault.
Well, the first thing he does is break that piece of shit that the brain keeps trying to stick him with to kill him.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He breaks that first thing,
yeah, he
and
kicks
then
him in the
he
stirrup,
opens up all the cryo units,
Now,
and
what
the
I didn't
brain
mention
is losing
this
his
entire
shit.
time, Bud's is trying to convince him to go into the pods because he's running out of water, ran out of food, and all that. But he's like, no, I'm going to
fuck
create
you.
chaos. He's basically Norm's thought process is kind of paralleled the ghouls at this point.
I like Norm. I like him a lot. Yes, and
where
you're
he's like,
absolutely
chaos
right.
is good, basically.
Fuck the authority. That's what
Yep.
Norm thinks.
So that's this is him after he's activated all the pods. So he's basically waking up all the people from former Vault Tech employees that were supposed to come out every 30 years or so.
Every 30 years is what the brain said.
And
yes.
take over as overseer to a vault. So he's waking them all up. He's fucking up the plan.
Yeah.
And then we go down into Vault 24, where we discover that they are using the little mind control chip.
Number one that they're finding out is the entire vault went communist. The entire thing went communist. And then they're seeing that some of these mind chips were used, no doubt.
Yep.
And this is how they did it. This is how they turned them to communists. Yeah.
Not exactly sure why communists in particular. We don't know the end game for this particular, but more than just, it was a way to try to develop their mind, their mind controlling chip.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been just it. Like, that's all they were trying to achieve with this is perfect that.
Mm-hmm.
With this particular, and then they discover while they're here that Lucy discovers that the hard drive with the research has been taken by her father, Hank.
Yep.
So that's why he was here. Is he was getting probably the research that was done, because all of these vaults, something was being, most of them anyways, some experiment was being carried out.
Well, it says in the first season that they were able to. The scientists were able to have a vault of their own and do whatever experiments they wanted to do. And this was one of them. And it was a mind control thing that they were working on in this particular one. And one that we visited, was it Vault, was it 4? Number 4
was the one with all the
that was the one with the scientists where they were mutating people. They were
Correct.
doing interspecies experiments and stuff. So yeah, this is just more leaning into that. Yeah.
There's 17 control vaults where nothing happened, and then the 100 and something remaining vaults were all experiments.
Right.
And more than half of them, we have no idea what they're about.
Right.
Oh yeah, we got
pretty cool.
We got years and years.
Another thing is before they came down to the vault that was revealed was that Walter Goldman's character, the Ghoul, has been to a lot of vaults.
Yes.
Because he was trying to find what happened. He was trying to discover what happened to his wife and daughter. So I'm really interested to, I don't know if they'll do any flashbacks of like a little montage of the vaults he's been into. And so we see more, because we're always trying to see what different vaults.
Well, we know in the trailer we get some flashbacks with him in the armor. We know that from a trailer.
Correct. That's after. So there's a lot of things going on because we still don't know how he becomes a ghoul. Potentially that could be Vault 12, where that's what, 2, John? Vault 12? That's where Necropolis happens?
13. Vault 13.
Really? That was okay. I don't know. But there was one vault where they purposely left the vault doors slightly ajar.
No, yeah, you're right. That is 12. Yeah, that's Necropolis.
Yeah, and there's some theories that the ghoul was in Vault 12 when it happened, but we don't know what happened with the daughter and the wife. They may have went to a control one. So at some point, he got separated from his daughter and his wife, and he ended up in a place where he got massive radiation and all that good stuff.
Okay, before we get back on and we're almost done with this, folks, but before we get back on that, Knock, I want to explore this real fast. He is vehement that his wife and his daughter are somewhere. Now, is he just looking for the bodies? Or this is 200 years later. I mean, is he looking for them to be alive? And if so, are they ghouls? I mean, I don't understand
what happened to him.
Yeah, I think at this point he wants to know what happened to him.
Yeah.
If they're
he
alive,
may be looking for
better.
bodies for all we know, right? He really hasn't said. And that's the thing. Does he really ultimately know if they're alive or dead? He may not, but that's what's bugging me. You know what I mean? And I think we touched on the fact that they could be clones too, and you said that they lean into some of that in some of these games too, right? So.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point, Joe, because that's had me wondering too. And one of the things, and I think it's because the ghoul decided to go after Hank to get more information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious why the ghoul didn't go back to 33 and 32 and 31.
Yeah.
Because, or if he's already...
Because he was there for how long?
And
I'm pretty sure the girl with the eye patch knows more than she's fucking talking about. That's for damn sure.
Right. And I'm curious if he was part of that 32 Raiders thing.
Right.
Or he's already been there, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm a little curious why he didn't go back, because his wife and daughter could potentially be in Vault 31.
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
they might have just been released for all we know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? We don't know. That's the great part of this. So.
Okay, let's keep going. Yeah.
The next thing we get is a little hint, of course. That Hank has been here, obviously, is Sugar Bombs. Now, this is the pet name that he gave Lucy whenever he talked to her.
And he leaves her a message, too.
And he leaves her a message in the form of this guy. And it's basically of, I'm going to fix everything, go home. And then his head explodes.
Yeah.
And this is
it's the control device that we saw in the opening scene.
Absolutely.
And he's been programmed with a message just for her. Calling her sugar and everything, and then his head blows off. Yeah, when the message is done, and I love it. The ghoul says, "Well, I'm going to keep going finding him. Are you interested?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's go." She's in now. Are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to go back? What? And she's like, "Nah, let's go." So
he wants to stop him now.
Let's see. I don't. E. Clay Thomas says, "I don't." His wife. Daughter were in crypods. He must be saying I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We'll see.
We don't know. That's the that's the part that's kind of bothering me, and I don't think at this point I don't think so either.
He says I thought they were there. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. They might be. That's the interesting part about this. We don't know where they are.
Now this is the end of the first episode of season 2.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So this is. I'm a little confused. And John, maybe you can help me out. Was there a Vault Tech headquarters in New Vegas? Because this part is kind of confusing to me. Because when you see Hank, he's in New Vegas, and it's theorized that he's working for Mr. House, but he doesn't go to New Vegas. He goes to Vault Tech.
Yeah, this is a Vault Tech secret facility, but it's not a vault.
No, I'm not talking about the vault. Is it in New Vegas?
Is it in New Vegas?
I think it's in California.
No.
Yeah, this would make sense. It's in California.
So he skipped, right? If he's essentially working for Dr. House, he chose not to go to New Vegas itself, where Lucy and Ghoul are going, or he stopped by there and left. But if he stopped by there, he goes on the computer, and we'll cover that later. He goes on the radio to talk to Mr. House. This is a little weird where he skips over New Vegas to go to Vault Tech, the company. That one I found a little weird. But here we can see that he goes to Vault Tech headquarters, and he basically is like, I'm at home.
Right. Well, I may be able to help you with this, Knock, because I think I interpreted it a little different than you did. When he was talking to him on the radio, what happens is he gets in here, he's at home, he puts the suit on, he's got that, whatever the fuck this thing is, he's making sure that thing's working. Then he goes in there and he starts checking out all the tech, and you see the evolution of that little bitty thing, the mind control
not there
thing.
yet, but yes.
You see all of that, and when he's talking to him, he's telling him, basically, I'm coming for you. I've got the tech, I'm going to keep working on it, and by the time I see you again, you may be needing to talk to me. That's the way it sounded to me.
Well,
it sounds like he's trying to be a rival of Mr. House. Is what it sounds
definitely
like.
not.
Okay.
No,
well, that's the way it came across to me, being a normie.
It's more not a rival. I think he's trying to impress Mr. House.
Yes.
And he wants to be Mr. House's equal. He doesn't want to be a rival.
Remember, before this all started, he was an assistant to the wife.
Yeah, he was a lowbie. He wasn't even a big wig. Yeah.
All of this is just him wanting a promotion.
So he's basically like Maximus. He's just ambitious, trying to get further up the ladder. Yeah.
And so, this is the radio contact that he has. Basically just announcing, hey, I think you're still alive. You've put into account of a lot of contingencies, and I'm ready to put the experiment that you had going, which was the mind control chip, and he wants to continue that work.
And he says that he's not the biggest brain in the world, but he's pretty sure that he can keep the work going and impress him. Yeah, for sure.
And this is what he finds when he gets there. Chips, and then here we see the evolution, which is just natural, where it gets smaller and
all
smaller.
tech ends up cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas, like my guy Billy Bob Thornton says in the commercial, down to small ones, right? Yeah.
Right. So I think he's going to try to continue the work so that he can impress Mr. House. And then he's going to impress him so much that he's going to want his help. That's how I interpreted it. As far as that goes. So I don't think he's going to want to be a rival at all. I think he wants to work for Mr. House, who orchestrated this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, he did. Well, that's what it looks like right now. I got to say, that's what it looks like right now.
Yep.
Now, I don't know the game lore, but I was thinking to myself, New Vegas didn't get nuked. And this guy had all those missiles. Maybe he wasn't on board with this, and he saved New Vegas from the fucking
no.
nukes,
If he pushed the buttons to drop the nukes, he would know how to defend his little pocket of life from the nukes that he pushed.
Right. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Let's see. E. Clay Thomas says it would be funny if this turned out to be a Twin Peaks crossover. Yeah.
There's also a theory that because there's two houses.
Yes.
There's
that's
him
correct.
and his brother. There's a theory that the reason why there's a different actor
Yep.
playing one of them is his brother Anthony.
The one in the conference.
The one in the conference is his brother. The thing is, though, everybody's thinking it's this one because he goes on about H&H Tools, which was owned by his brother. His dad left it to his brother, not him.
Okay.
But that's all lore stuff.
Yeah, Joe, just to clarify that, the one that you see in the meeting of the heads of the companies, that Mr. House, that's a different actor, a different person, potentially a body double, potentially a brother. We don't know. And then there's the guy in the Raptors that's looking down at the conference.
Right.
Who Cooper's wife is the one that looks
that
up to him.
seemed weird to me because I thought that was House talking, and then all of a sudden they showed the smoking guy upstairs, man.
Right,
yeah.
we think that's the real Mr. House up in the rafters up there.
What is it with... Now, let me ask you something. What is it about the video games? They always have to have the bad guy smoking. In Mass Effect, it's a smoking dude. This one, it's a smoking guy.
Everybody smokes in Fallout.
So that's kind of the questions that I had at the end of this is the man in the room above the conference, is that Mr. House, which a lot of people believe it is.
Right.
Why didn't Hank go straight to New Vegas? He must have known that Mr. House, I keep saying Doctor, but Mr. House is in New Vegas. Why didn't he go straight there? Why didn't he go straight to Vault Tech, which is really weird?
Well, I think that final scene answered it. He's trying to impress him, right?
Yeah. I guess, but I feel like
he doesn't want to show up
100 years later.
Don't want to show up empty-handed. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes perfect sense. Where is the wife and daughter? That's a huge question in all this. When will Max participate in all this shenanigans? We don't know anything about that.
We need to see him next episode.
And then what is the end game of the mind control chip?
Yeah, that's a new thing introduced at the very first scene of the show. So
I mean, it's pretty obvious what it could be used for, but it seems a little weird that part of them want to kill everybody that's not part of Voltec.
I can't wait to see what a good guy does with it. Because it's going to fall into somebody's hand at some point.
Good, it could fall into Max's hands for all.
Right? Yeah. So
that's
what I got.
Maximus is not a good guy.
He's not a good guy. I'm talking about Lucy or the friggin' or Norm or
I don't think
Lucy.
Norm's a good guy either.
Oh, I think Norm is a good guy. I think Norm is fed up with bullshit. I think Norm is tired of everybody lying to him, and he's going to blow the whole thing up.
Now, I do have things for possibly the next episode, but I don't know.
I was wanting to talk about that real quick.
Okay.
It's up to you, Joe. I do have pictures from stuff.
I'm going to keep the spoiler thing up until you're done. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Who's first? Hang on. Knock, you've had the floor for a while. John, go.
Well, I was waiting for. I'm sure he's got pictures of it, but they have
Correct.
they're doing the Brotherhood stuff next episode.
Yep.
Okay.
Because there's a couple things in there that are really weird.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So this is real quick. This is 31. Obviously, you see Norm climbing out somewhere, and you see people behind him. This is Vault 31, and here you can see. Here's a picture that they got. He's 33 still. 31 behind him. They have obviously left the vault.
This is in the trailers?
This is in the episode 2 trailer, potentially.
Okay.
Well, this is the what's happening this season trailer.
I've seen that, John, and I can't figure it out because there's one that's what's happening in the full season, which they show clips from episode 1, and then there's another one that's trailer for episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so confused. But anyways,
go.
Here you have Walter Goggins in a Cooper in New Vegas.
Well, he's on his way to kill House.
Yep.
That's pretty obvious.
Here's another one with the ghoul and
Victor.
Securitron.
Not just a Securitron. That's
correct.
Victor.
Yep.
From
go ahead, John.
Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Securitron that saves you after Betty kills you or shoots you in the head.
And who does he work for?
And he works for Yes Man.
Who? Really?
Yes.
I thought he worked for Mr. House.
No, he works for Yes Man.
Okay, so most of the Securitrons work for Mr. House.
But this particular one.
And we have seen this before. This is the Legion, which I can't wait to see.
Mm-hmm.
And here is actually where we see in the trailer where a Cooper is going into where Mr. House is. This is a very this is in New Vegas, the scene, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to hopefully.
It's in the past, obviously. Yeah, everything's lit up.
Flashback. This trailer is all over the place, so I can't really go in order. Here we see Lucy waking up, which I believe is Vault Tech, the place where we see Hank at the end of the episode. I think she at some point. Somehow she wakes up there, so she obviously gets separated from the ghoul. She gets knocked out, and she wakes up here in this weird area. We see these deaths as Hank is going through them in this first episode. So he's got people there somehow. So we'll see how that happens.
I bet you these are the survivors from 31.
Could be. Absolutely could be.
Yeah, because we don't know what happened to 31, right?
We don't know.
Yeah.
Here you got the Overseer of 33.
Or no, it's 32 we don't know about. 31 is the one with all the tanks.
32 got wiped out by 32
32 has been repopulated with Steph as the Overseer and with the other people, and all that stuff.
You're absolutely right, E. Clay Thomas. That is a nice booty.
I did notice that when I took a video.
Knock notices Ella Purnell whenever she's on screen.
Absolutely. It was the only part of that scene that I could take a picture of. So here you can see the Vault 33 Overseer with some guards behind her.
With security.
There seems to be something going on, but I don't know if it's between the vaults or just in the vault itself.
War between the vaults.
Could be, because they're water thing. And what happens when you need water? There's going to be resource, thing. Here we get a picture of a death claw. Oof, can't wait for this.
Oh yeah.
This is a really weird scene that I saw, and it seems like Reg, the guy from that headed up the new club, seems to be in charge of. But they're dancing around, they're having a good old time, and they're eating Jell-O and cakes and stuff. Like he's stuffing his face. So I thought that was a really weird scene. This is a Mirelurk.
Yep.
And it's like we just make fun of it as crab people, but this is going to be really cool to see. They've got really hard shells on the outside, and they're basically big crab. They're
mutated crabs,
bigger than human-sized crabs. Here you see Macaulay Culkin. We've seen this before. He is stabbing another Legionnaire for some reason. We don't know why. And this scene right here, this is all you hear in the trailer is sugar bombs. Hello there, sugar bombs, or something like that.
Well,
so she meets her father at some point. This is Paladin Xander something. I wrote it down somewhere. Xander
He's an Eternal. Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
Yeah, this is Paladin Xander Harkness. He comes about because there is some kind of civil war going on with the Brotherhood, which is very interesting. And
Go ahead, John.
Go ahead, John.
There's a group from the Commonwealth, which is Fallout 4, which is led by... And it's in Massachusetts. It's the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but it's Boston area. but the Brotherhood faction that's there is led by Elder Maxon, who you meet as a child in Fallout 3.
Okay.
But he's more of a hardliner. So I'm wondering if he's coming back with his forces to take over what's left of the scattered remnants of.
yeah. She's the one in the trailer that mentions the Commonwealth in the first place, which is that's so interesting.
So are they dropping that seed in season 2 to bring it in season 3, or is it going to happen in this season?
That's the crazy part. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know when Maximilius joins the crew. Lucy and Ghoul or whatever. Yeah. We also get this guy. I don't even remember this guy. He was one of the scribes, or one of the ones that went to help Max with his suit and then left him after his foot got crushed. He's turning into a Ghoul. In this scene, we see him with a bunch of kids, and he's like, "What do we say, kids? Most kids are dead by this time." So he's looking after a bunch of kids, basically, and it looks like he joins them on some adventures in one of the other scenes. Another thing that I don't have here is the Ghoul is talking to somebody. And it's not the deep voice of someone that's in power armor. It seems to be in the deep voice of someone that may be a super mutant.
Yep.
So super mutants are something new we haven't seen yet?
Not in this yet. Personally, I want them to wait until season 3 to show them. So I'm hoping that's a later scene. But we don't know. I think they have enough in this season to go with, and then super mutants get introduced in season 3.
Well, super mutants originally came from California.
That's true, but we're not in California. Well, sort of we are, but Lucy
You're
and
on that
Ghoul,
side of the country, that's for sure.
Lucy and Ghoul are in Nevada right now. So, like I said, I'm hoping that that's later in the season, and so that's more of an ender scene, and then we get the super mutants to go into season 3 with.
Or
but
it's
either
a
way,
flashback, and he's dealing with the Master.
It could be. We don't know. The Master is a big proponent of the Fallout 2, I believe.
If you guys are like me and never played Fallout, you have no idea what these guys are talking about.
I know.
But what I love is how much passion you guys have for the lore of this freaking game, dude. It must be like a candy store being opened up for you.
That's why I loved this episode. There was so much stuff afterwards with the trailers and what's to come that I enjoyed. But
well, they must have. Now, would you agree with me that they have people that obviously played this game involved in the making of this television
absolutely
show?
And we just take Vault 24 as an example of that. They clearly went to Obsidian and Bethesda and were like, "Give me your cutting room floor stuff,"
right?
And we may be able to integrate that because Vault 24 was cut out of the game.
Yeah,
but they brought it back.
Hey, Comic Relief Crusader,
and
so it's good to see you.
Today, Todd Howard, the guy in charge of Bethesda Studios and in charge of Fallout, said that Fallout 5 is going to take their lore from the TV
I can turn off the spoiler thing now, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Good. There we go.
But so whatever happens in the show is going to be canon to Fallout lore.
You're free and clear to navigate, all people that haven't seen the episode. Anyway, I just love listening to you guys talk the lore, man, because that's obviously a big thing with this game. I know when my stepson was playing it, he told me about the Commonwealth and how much I would have dug that because it has a lot to do with Boston and the Revolution.
I think if you were to start a Fallout playthrough, you need to start Fallout 4.
So you actually rebuild the Minutemen.
Wow, that sounds cool. That sounds cool as shit.
Well, that's the great thing about Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the great thing about Fallout is you can start with any game because there's no continuity story.
Right.
They're all separate stories.
It's a sandbox.
It's just the lore.
The factions and the lore are the only thing that's set.
And even the factions. Some factions are only regional based, right?
Yeah.
So you may see glimpses of some or inklings, or you might read about them, but the lore are generally separate. So.
The only two that are really connected through a serious timeline or through the timeline seriously, besides Threads, is 1 and 2. Because you play a descendant of the character from the first one.
Okay. You guys answer Vince real quick. He says Todd Howard is a 40K orc. Prove me wrong. It just works.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's because you're not a 40K player. I thought John might have a comment on it.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Another thing, there was another scene in one of the trailers where I think the Ghoul and Lucy do meet the NCR. It seems like they're a shell of what they were, but they do still exist. So that's another thing we got to meet. I don't know. That's the kind of curious thing that I'm curious about is I don't know where Max fits into this because the Brotherhood doesn't have a big presence in New Vegas, or at least they didn't. And I don't think because of the discussion with the Commonwealth, which is in Massachusetts, I don't know why they would go west to, New Vegas when they're dealing with the Commonwealth in the east. So I'm curious where he separates from the Brotherhood to go to the west, and how all that works out. So
all things will be answered in the upcoming episodes of Fallout Season 2. No doubt. On the whole, I enjoyed the episode being a normie, not knowing the lore. Thought it was pretty cool. I didn't understand why Lucy was torturing the fucking ghoul. I really didn't. I don't know why she was just letting him hang there like that. I really didn't understand that.
Oh, that was a speech check.
Yeah. I guess.
She was doing a speech check, basically. Yeah. She was trying to go by her golden rule, which was to be less violent.
Right.
So, which just happened to hurt him a little bit.
It was too damn funny. But anyway, guys, go check that show out. It was good. I'm a normie. As far as lore and stuff goes, the guys enjoyed it. And Knock is just chomping at the bit for every episode now.
I normally don't watch trailers, and I watched everything I can consume on this.
Well, that's great, man. Look, we're going to do each episode. So we went a little long tonight because I did want to do a really good send up for Rob Reiner. It really sucks what happened to him, and I adore the man's work. I don't adore his politics. I am one of the ones that can separate the art from the artist. I can do that if they do so, and he did with most of his work. Yeah. So, go ahead, John.
I am pissed off that the critics got to see the first 6 episodes.
Oh, really?
And we've got to wait a week between each one.
Oh, so you're reading the critics' reports of this?
No,
are you?
No, I'm not. I'm staying away from it. But I just saw that they got to see the first
6 of 8. I mean, they only have 8 episodes of it.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird. But anyway, we will be doing it. Let's see. Comic Relief Crusaders says, "Did I miss the Sweeney tech?" Of course you did. That's halfway through the show. That was an hour ago, buddy. You can go back. That's what replays are for. Don't worry, it's still there. Comic Relief Crusader. Don't worry. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. Look forward to our review of the next episode. Of course, I want you to go check out the website and all that good stuff, my Subscribe Star page and my Kindle page for Atmosfere Comics. I will be back to doing that show this Friday. I do want to touch on some things. First of all, John, you're not having a show Friday. You have somebody having a birthday in the family. Is that correct?
Yep. My stepson's having his birthday. We're having a birthday dinner. If I get back in time, I might do Dispatch on my channel.
Okay.
If it's Dispatch, not too late when I get back.
Would I be? Do you think I need to invest in Dispatch and get that?
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Okay, because I'm hearing a lot about it. I really am, and you seem to be enjoying it. So, but yeah, look for this one to come in another week on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. Gaming Night with John will be back in a week. That's if they don't have. It's the holidays, guys. This is very fluent. So, I'm going to do all my shows, but not everybody can do that. He's got kids at the house and stuff, so he's got things he's got to do. But don't forget, Friday, I'll be back doing the comic book, so be here at 1 o'clock on Friday. Let's see, Sunday, we're going to be busy telling you all about the Week 16 tailgate, so tune in for that one. I believe we'll have the results of the first round of the college playoff too, right, Ron?
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll be here for that report too.
He's not going to be here, remember?
That's right. He's not going to be there, but I'll fill in for him. I'll let you know what happens in the first round. But the most important thing going on this week happens tomorrow night, guys. The battle for the number 1 seed in the NFC, and possibly home field throughout the playoffs. And if you know anything about the lore of the Seattle Seahawks, don't let them get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, boys and girls. It won't end up good for you. It will not end up good for you. We've never lost a game in Seattle as long as we've been in the NFC. So the last time we lost in an NFC playoff, last time we lost in a playoff game in Seattle was the AFC Championship game against the Raiders in 1983, my senior year in high school. And that also happened to be the first time a wild card team won the Super Bowl because, thank God for us, the Raiders went on and won the whole thing. So, I think they beat the Eagles, wasn't it? Ron Jaworski threw like fucking 3 picks to the same guy or some shit. Yeah. But anyway, look forward to us talking football on Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We will be here. Knock will not, but he is busy doing other things. But look forward to that. This Sunday, it's going to be Chillin' at the Club number 15, boys and girls. My brother Highlander is coming in to visit us for Christmas this weekend. So me, Mom, Highlander, and Foxy, and Miss Kim will be hanging out all weekend. So anytime he travels, I don't make him do a show. So I will be doing the chat show on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Time. So look forward to that. And don't forget, Military Monday comes your way at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield. Don't forget to tune in for that one. I'm not sure which movie we're doing this Monday, but I'm sure it will be a good one. You guys tune in for that. And then It's Only Talk and Roll comes your way Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be everything that we hate about Christmas. The stuff that we don't like about Christmas. And it was just going to be the worst Christmas songs, but now he's broadened it to everything we hate about Christmas. And it's not that we don't that we hate Christmas. It's the things we don't like about this season. What comes up? Me personally, it's all the damn crazy ass commercials, but that's just me. Anyway, we're going to talk about it at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, it will be time for my part 12 of my first-time playthrough of Mass Effect 3 on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, Video Games, Cocktails, and Fails. Tune in for that, 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then Wednesday, it'll be time to talk another great movie with Gary, Anima, and Martin, just like we did today when we covered Uncle Buck. If you missed that one, we talked about that great movie today. You guys go check it out. And we will be back this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time to talk about another great movie.
There's a greater than 0 chance I'll actually be there.
Really? Very cool.
I'm off because that's
I was fixing to say you got to be out of school, so you should be there for a lot of these shows.
I'm off the 24th to the 5th.
24th to the 5th.
Well, the problem with the 24th is John's going to be out Christmas caroling, so
no, I'm not.
Yeah, he's not going to be there. So.
But anyway, look, guys, thanks for being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Thank you for the hardest working guy in the business, Vince. Says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great day. I want you to have a great Christmas if I don't see you before Christmas Eve, because our next show will be on Christmas Eve, and it will be Christmas-oriented, but it will have the review of the second episode of Season 2. So look forward to that next week. Let's see. E. Clay Thomas says, you guys need a link tree. I have one. Have you ever read the description on my videos? There's a link tree link there, buddy boy. But anyway, look, we got to go. Not enough ho-ho-hos. Yeah, that's a bummer at Christmas time, isn't it? Anyway, boys and girls, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. Wrong video. But we're going to get out of here right now. And don't forget, boys and girls, whether you like them small, medium, or large, Titty Tuesday continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmosfere's channel. We will see you Christmas Eve for the next State of the Atmosphere. Until then, take it easy. Peace.